Alright, this is Calibos, and we are in... Gosh, what is this? I think this is Beyond the Skies, maybe? Just having one of those exciting days. Yep, Beyond the Skies. So, I think that I was going to build a solar panel. But I'm not actually sure that I need to build it here anymore. Hey. Wow, I think that I am lagging? That's weird. I should have plenty of stuff. Anyway, let's see what we have got going on. We can always come back here if we want to. So, wither skeletons. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. That may have been a mistake. May not. Let's put that block back. And we'll get away before we get punched. So, let's look at where we are and what we need to accomplish. Because it has been quite a while for me. I'm still not getting over whatever this nasty thing is that I've got. So this looks like IC2. A little bit of IC2. I haven't got spawners yet. We've got all that. Kind of still working our way through this. Environmental tech is pretty much where we are, I'm thinking. So let's see. Right. All right. So let's do this thing here, right? We've got the end cake. Dragon. Got dragon heart. Do we not have dragon eggs? Dragon egg. Dragon egg chunks. Dragon scales. So, uses for these. Do we need a different scale? Skystone. I'm gonna guess that I didn't randomly get the right stuff or I did, and we have a seed of it over here. Why is this spitting out randomly? Okay, that is gonna drive me nuts. Controls. Let's auto jump off. Certus quartz seeds. Where? Oh, the villagers must be like randomly farming this stuff. That's bizarre. No other explanation why this stuff would be out here. Let's see. I don't know. Ah, there it is. So, let's pop all of this in here. Pop that in there. Still can't figure out how I'm supposed to get potatoes, you know? I remember in the previous version of this. Let's see. This is mystical agriculture. So magical crops. I think that you could actually like breed everything from everything except for like wheat seeds. You couldn't breed wheat seeds. Okay, either way. So eventually, in some distant year, we will be able to make dragon eggs, and I'm okay with that. It will just take a few years because magical crops freaking slow. So let's see if we can make this disc. That would be a 16. Okay. I know that we were short just a little bit, so we still need 2,263. And we're still short calculation processors. Oh, I'll think with it later. That can all be farmed and slowly off camera, which is basically what I'm doing. So let's look into environmental tech. So we don't especially need this, but we're going to do it anyway. The first, looking at the quest here, the first thing that we're going to need is litherite crystals, which we're going to get from the miners. So we're going to litherite. Yeah, see, we only. Oh no, we can make it. But I thought that we needed the void miner. How many of these do we need? Anybody remember? 36. So let's throw together a quick recipe. Pop that into one of these. And let's order 32 more, because that sounds like fun. Wasn't that fun? So that gives us the litherite crystals. And now we need to begin working our way up structure frames and, you know, that. So structure frames. So tier 1 structure frames are like that. And we need to make interconnect, which we need that, which is that, which we can do. So pop this in here. All right. So tier 1, this, black concrete powder, block of iron. So now we can make blocks of iron. All right. Pop those in there. Now, I think we said that we could make that, so now we need to be able to make these. And then from that, we should be able to make, yep, pop this in here. And that should be that. So that is interconnect is basically one of the major building blocks of this mod. What is it? It's Valkyrie lib. There we go. That is what we want. So we want a book, which we can make. Grab one of these. Chuck that in there. Grab one of those. Grab that. So this is the guide to environmental tech. So we're going to want to keep this handy. So do we have structure frame? Structure. Okay, so another thing we're going to need for environmental tech is we're going to need this, because we'll have to be able to convert litherite into blocks. Oops. There's just this slight delay. It's messing me up. Atheum. We're going to need one of these. And we're only going to need one, so I'm not going to bother with the recipe. I have no idea what that does. We're going to need to be able to make null modifiers. And the null modifiers are basically placeholders for modifiers that we're going to be doing. We want to be able to make structure panels. Now, I do not remember if we can make iron bars. Iron bars. We can. How about gold nuggets? Gold nuggets. Okay, I'm not going to worry about gold nuggets because, yeah, I just remembered that all of my metal is stored in whatever, so I didn't have to teach you how to make iron blocks. So we're going to pull that out, actually, because it's waste. So, environmental tech. Terracotta. The one probe. Gluttony charm. Which is best? So, structure panel needs to go in there. See, we're going to need to learn how to make... You can make clear structure panels. That seems cool. So this is going to be important because we're going to we are going to be making a solar panel because the solar panels actually produce tons of power, like metric tons of power, and I don't know why I did that because I'm silly. So I'm not really very excited about Alright, we'll do that. So that gives us this. So the way this works is environmental tech has various levels of crystals. So, and that's here, the litherite, chironite, palladium, ionite, and aethium. So as you go up, you gain access to these things. Only the first level can be crafted. The rest of them have to be gotten, at least as far as I'm concerned, I'm aware. The rest of them have to be gotten through, yeah, the void miners. So we're going to be building successive layers of void miners and then waiting for them to do their thing. Now I'm going to hasten this process along slightly by building 2 or 3 of them as we go. And we'll see if we can just speed it up, because you know I'm kind of whatever like that. But so like the litherite here makes the tier 1 structure frames, and you'll notice that the tier 2s require the erodium, which is the next tier, and then so on. Tier 3 is chironite, you know. Tier 4, oh look, it's palladium. Tier 5 is, yeah, you'll get it. And then the solar panels work the same way. So this produces a certain amount of power. This produces slightly more. This produces slightly more. So you can actually have a tier 6 panel using tier 1 solar cells, and it's really not as effective. But you can have, so, you know, where we decide to go is going to be, let's make a lens. Give us a lens. Come on, lens. Oh my gosh. There we go. Clear laser lens. So we'll need a diode, which should be pretty simple. Now all of these should be full. So I've vaguely figured out how this works and what the deal was. I think I had this happen on camera too, so you guys should be aware. So this holds 8 channels, and this holds 8 channels, so it only can handle 8 of these silly interfaces. So we're going to have to move all of these into a slightly more convenient design, probably something approaching this, and we'll work on it from there. So this needs to be dense cable up to here, and then I'll make another one there. So we'll do that really quick. So let's talk about interfaces. Oops, I just hit crazy buttons again. I'm sorry for that. I keep hitting the buttons, and they're annoying. So let's make interfaces. Let's make 8. Man, these take forever, right? How about a molecular assembler? Okay, so how about some smirt cable? Smirt. Got a thing here, so we'll okay, so I'm gonna freely admit that the breaking sound of the wires bothers me. Sorry. I'm a wimp. I hate the breaking glass sound. I do. Alright, so that should be that. That should go up to 16. Which means I should be able to smart cable this. And then that. So we're going to alternate 1, 2, 3. All right. So that should pick up the channels really quick. Now we need to look into acceleration cards. We'll need, what, 40 of them? So we'll need 30 more. 1, 2, 3, go. I love auto crafting. So cards go in here. Patterns there. So I've got 20 left. These probably go underneath. So there, 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 there. All right. So we've got our channels. We're up to 16 here, which means 24 there. So that's 26 channels. So if we wanted to pull any more off, our best bet is probably just to rip out another network card and go with that nonsense. All right. So where were we? Because I mean that was forever, right? Totally forever. Felt like forever. Oops. Environmental tech. So we were making a void ore miner tier 1. We got patterns. Let's make another 300. I don't actually anticipate. Okay, that shouldn't be in there. I don't actually anticipate needing 300. I really don't. So let's pop these in here. All right, so we need a solar controller. Solar. And that should be that. And what do we need for the tier 2? So we'll need the erodium for the tier 2s as well. All the way up over there. So we're gonna throw this in here. So let's look into our void ore miner. So we're going to need 24 tier 1, structure 1s, 20 structure panels, 2 laser cores, and a clear laser lens. So we didn't make laser cores. So laser cores. Laser core. Alright, so now we should just be able to chuck those all up in here. And most important bit, where do we want to assemble it? We can assemble it pretty much anywhere. What was this? What was I doing here? Oh, yeah, right. That was... So this nonsense is here because of the... this is where the water was flowing down, and I was using it to catch... whatchamacallits. Stone. Bang. We've got some polished stone. Let's grab a couple polished stone. So I'm going to make a platform really quick for where we're going to do this, and I'm probably going to put it right here and right over there. Seems like a great location. I'm probably going to look at final sizes because the tier 6 ones are pretty big. I think that they're 15 by 15. Or no, 23 by 23 by 9 or something like that. So they're pretty sizable. So I'm going to look that up and get some bases going, and we'll work from there. So, yep. I hope you liked the episode. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Leave a note, see what I can do better for you. Questions, comments, concerns, all can go below. I hope you guys have a good night.